Alright you guys, I am back again. This time I am replacing all my RAM with Dominator Platinums. We'll see if these higher speed RAM sticks actually makes any difference. If anything, it'll look damn good in my system, so we'll get to it. It boots, it says to enter setup. Let's see if this works. We'll see if we could even set them to Alright, so all the RAM is detected. Let's go to settings, and we'll see if we can get these to the 3200. Hell yeah. They look amazing. Whether or not they actually make a lick of difference, I'm happy I got them. They look great. I'm glad I didn't even paint them. I thought about getting the red, the custom red ones that they offer for like $20 for 2 sets. So you're looking at almost $100 just to replace all 8. So I'm kind of glad I didn't. So hells yeah, it actually worked. That's the first time I've ever had a full set of 8 work. So when I first originally got these, I replaced the whole set because one stick was dead. It wasn't booting up. And I was like, oh, what the F, man? New build, fuck. You know, the new build jitters where you turn it on and nothing works. Everything worked. We'll do some benchmarks and I'll get you guys a video rolling here pretty soon to see if it makes any difference or if it's just amazing eye candy. Alright you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that B-roll footage of the RAM and me going from the regular LPX RAM to the Dominator Platinums. Love them, they look great in my system. So let's see if they actually made a difference. We'll start with my typical Fire Strike scores, because those are kind of the more generic benchmark everyone refers to, so that's why I always go back to it. So with the 1080s at stock, my CPU is at 4.5. We'll compare the scores. We're obviously comparing the scores that I had before with my Fire Strike scores, going from the old SLI bridge to the new one. So we'll start with the Fire Strike regular, not the Ultra or Extreme. I got a 25,153 and a graphics score of 4,608. Physical score 17,361 with a combined score of 7,907. So that was the old LPX RAM, and the new Platinum RAM that I just put in has actually helped the score just by a little bit. Does it justify the price? We'll see, I guess. But we'll go with the scores. And like I said, I always run it once and then run it again because the scores are always a little bit higher each time. So that's what I did. I did consistently. So with the Dominator Platinums, I got a 25,411. That is almost, what, 300 points higher than the last one, with a graphics score of 40,991 and physical score of 17,347, which is the same because the CPU is always going to be the same. And then my combined score of 8,059. So just a little bit, maybe 100 or so points with the combined score. Overall score, a few hundred points. And we'll move on to the next one. So we'll bring up the extreme scores. So with extreme, I had, with the old RAM, 17,184 overall, graphics score 20,547, physical score 17,324, combined score 7,673. So we'll move on to the extreme score with my Dominator Platinums. So I got a score of 17,248, graphics score 20,601, physical score, like I said, about the same, 17,401, combined score of 7,723. So just a little bit of improvement there with the Dominator Platinums. And we'll now move on to the Ultra score. So with my old RAM, I got an Ultra score of 9,608, graphics score of 10,194, physical score 17,318, a combined score of 4,747. And then with my Dominator Platinums, I got a score of 9,677, just a little bit under the other slower RAM. Graphics score 10,190, physical score obviously about the same, and combined score 4,746. So just about the same compared to the old RAM. So you know, kind of to conclude everything, was it worth it? Maybe. To be honest with you, I actually got a good trade from an old SSD that I wasn't using. I was going to use it for my rig, didn't end up putting it in there, so half the RAM was a trade, half the RAM I actually bought on sale. So I think for my rig, it made an improvement slightly, because with benchmarking, every point actually counts. So when you're a benchmarker, everything that you can push out of your rig actually counts for benchmarking, especially with Firestrike, trying to get into the Hall of Fame. Actually, we'll go through the Hall of Fame scores that I actually had at the time. This is before all these scores were pre-Titan X Pascal. So I know my scores have actually dropped, but I'm still actually in the Hall of Fame on a few of them. So Hall of Fame Ultra is where I was actually at 44 for 2-card setup on the Hall of Fame for Firestrike. I was 44 with a score of 10,553. I think with the Titan X Pascal that just came out, I am in the 70s. Boo, right? Now I could throw a 1080 in there. Titan X. So that was the Ultra Hall of Fame. And then I actually made Time Spy Hall of Fame for a 2-card setup. In Time Spy, I was actually number 94. Awesome, right? With a Time Spy score of 12,353. 94th place. What's funny is I actually got a 13,000 at one point, but at typical typical 3D Mark, it said the results weren't valid, so it didn't record my score after I got 13,000, and I haven't ever tried ever since, because I don't know what the deal is. Ever since the new update, I haven't been able to overclock it as high as I did. So, but those are the scores. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, for the typical, if you don't have the money to blow, these are not worth it if you already have RAM. If you're building a new system, at least get a 3000 megahertz, whether it's Dominator Platinums or G-Skill. They're great, great RAM. They look awesome. The LEDs are perfect. I know the new ones just came out. So, are they worth the new ones now? I think the new LEDs are quite expensive. So, you know, it's all personal preference. Do you want your rig to look great? Or do you just kind of want the generic RAM? I do know the Dominator Platinums are really tough to water cool, so that's another reason people shied away from getting Dominator Platinums and going G-Skill Tridents, because you could actually take the heat sinks off easier than the Platinums. So, I guess until the next video, which will be soon, I have a couple videos going up. If you want to know more about tech stuff that I have, tech reviews, like to watch me tinker with my system, like and subscribe. I actually enjoy the support you guys give me, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.